Hello. So after doing the veg patch, I thought I might do a bit of herbs. Now, I'm not the tidiest gardener. I don't have the greenest fingers, as you can probably see, but I do like having some herbs outside. It's really nice. It's really great to just be able to run outside and get herbs. I send the children quite a lot, actually. But herbs are a brilliant thing. I'm quite passionate about herbs because they're actually they can be very medicinal. That's where all our pharmaceutical medicine sort of grew from herbal medicines. Herbs have been used for thousands of years as medicine. So they're brilliant things to add into. They taste great, obviously. They're very good for flavour, but they also have the nutritional edge over lots of things because they're quite potent, really. So what I've got growing in my garden at the moment is, as you can see, is a little bit out of control, but the parsley. Now, parsley is one of my favourites. It is fantastic. It's got a lot of chlorophyll in it, which helps energy in the body, gives you energy. It's also really good for detoxifying and alkalising the body. So parsley, so I would put parsley on top of a salad. I'd put parsley in a juice. I'd cook with parsley. You know, it's better. Herbs are better because they're quite delicate. It's good if you sprinkle them on top of stuff, you know, when it comes out. But you can cook with it, but it's more, it's stronger and more useful if you sprinkle it on top after, or add it in after, so it doesn't sort of get lost in the cooking. So that's parsley, which I use a lot. This is sage. Now, sage I don't use as much, but sage is the go-to herb for menopause and for hot flushes. Drinking a sprig of sage in tea, making tea with it, or eating it, or putting it in a salad, or making stuffing with it, or whatever, is fantastic. I mean, making tea with it is probably the most therapeutic way for if you're having hot flushes. It's a brilliant herb. I've had a lot of success with it in clinic. So that grows brilliantly here, and but I don't. If you've got any great ideas of how to use sage, I just usually cut it up onto salads and stuff. But if you've got any brilliant sage recipes, let me know. Okay, and then coming over here, now this has got a bit of a mess really. The mint hasn't quite come in yet, but you can see the mint here. And oh my god, I love this mint. It just reminds me of summer. And the mint as a herb, and for its therapeuticness, it's got carminative volatile oils in it. So it's very good for the digestion, it's very good for the gut. So that's why people have mint tea after they've eaten, because it's a digestive. So it's really good for that. So it's good for tummy ache and stuff like that. So that's mint. It tastes delicious. And okay, the other thing that's not meant to be here but is nettle. Now, nettle is another of my favourite herbs, which I use in teas again. It's a fantastic diuretic. So if you are suffering with water retention during your period, or hormonal water retention, or you just do suffer and you carry a bit of extra water, fresh mint, pick it with a pair of gloves so you don't get stung, stick it in a teacup, pour water on it and leave it, or you can dry it if you're very good and dry it out, and then you've got tea, like loose tea for the rest of the year. I guarantee you will notice a difference. You'll be going to the loo quite a lot, so don't do it at night time. But it's wonderful. It's also got lots of iron in it, so it's wonderful for blood building. It's fantastic. Nettles are fantastic for that, actually. And lastly, we've got my own namesake, rosemary, over here, which I planted under a tree. So sadly it's trying to grow its way out into the sunshine. But rosemary is wonderful for chests. It's good for, you know, like throat infections. It's very antiseptic. It's also really good for memory, which is weird because my memory is atrocious, even though my name's Rosemary. But it's really good for memory and concentration and brain fog. Again, infusing it in tea is a really good way to do it. Or you could, you know, or just cooking with it. I mean, it smells delicious. The rosemary and garlic is a classic, and it does smell great, and it's really good for you. I'm just trying to think what the other thing was. Oh yeah, so for chest, if you've got a really nasty cough or sore throat, putting it in boiling water and doing inhaling the steam with the towel over your head can be really clearing and decongesting. And before a cold gets really bad, it acts as an antiseptic and sort of like it can stop it in its tracks. It's not so helpful after when it's really taken hold, but in the very early stages, rosemary can really, really help stop a cold in its tracks. So that's what I've got in my garden. Obviously there are loads and loads of herbs, and there are loads of herbs out in the hedgerows and stuff at the moment. Be careful what ones you use. But they're really easy to grow, and they are only beneficial as far as I can tell. So I hope you enjoy your herbs, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.